After yesterday's incredible qualifying, there's no doubt we're in for an intense race here in Montreal, and I think we're just about ready to begin.
Today we're attempting the last man standing challenge in F1 2021. After the first video was a massive hit, we're driving as Lance Stroll here at the Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go here at the Circuit de Villeneuve. And our first target is going to be Carlos Sainz, the Ferrari driver. We have to book her out of this battle, but now we'll hit into the back of him. He crashes into Yuki Tsunoda as well. He loses his front left tyre, gets in there, but Yuki Tsunoda sadly survives. But it's a great start to this race as we knock out the first driver in Carlos Sainz. And now our next target is George Russell in the Williams. We'll push him into the wall. Sadly, he doesn't get one, but he spins through the grass and he hits Giovinazzi as well. Gets in there, both forwards. Then Yuki Tsunoda hits us as well at his high speed there. Antonio Giovinazzi's out of the session and George Russell as well. 3 drivers out in the first lap already. Here you can see a replay. We push him into the wall, then he slides over the grass, hits Giovinazzi, and then Tsunoda hits us as well at high speed. He was lucky that he survived. We push George Russell into the wall. Here's the onboard camera. Then he crashes into Giovinazzi. That was a massive crash. And now we're here at the end of lap 1 and we have to find out a strategy where we can knock out as many drivers as we can, as effectively as we can. And I'm thinking about parking up into the last corner of this circuit at the Wall of Champions. I'll just park here because the cars will come at high speed along the straight and they maybe crash into the back of me. So here you can see Lewis Hamilton is leading the Grand Prix. He's going to come to us first. Here he is. He slows down, but he hits us and he's out of the session. And lots of cars are piling up. Do you see the debris there? Lewis Hamilton is out of the session. Max Verstappen is out of the session. Charles Leclerc survived. Sebastian Vettel is out. Pierre Gasly is out. Fernando Alonso is out. Look at this carnage. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the session. Lando Norris is out. Esteban Ocon is out. Mick Schumacher is out. And Nicholas Latifi is out as well. But now Kimi Räikkönen is right behind us. Here's the replay of this massive crash. All of the cars come thundering into each other. No chance for them to survive. This is how crazy has this been. So many cars retiring in just one corner. This has been very effective here. I knocked out as many drivers as possible. Here you can see the onboards. Lewis Hamilton doesn't see us when he just crashes into us. Here you can see all of the others. Some survive. I think it was 5 who survived, but the ones at the back mostly just crashed into the back. Lost their tyres straight away. What a crazy start of the race this is. Kimi Räikkönen is the next driver which will crash out of the Grand Prix. We hit him here on the long straight, the pit straight here, and now Mazepin is the next driver, the Haas, which we want to knock out of this session. He's currently P5 in this Grand Prix, which is an absolute sensation for him. We'll slow down here, push him into the wall. That's what we do, we survive, but Nikita Mazepin doesn't. He's out of the Grand Prix as well. What a crazy start of the race this is. And here you can see on the track map there are only 4 cars remaining in this Grand Prix, and us of course, parking in the second to last corner of this circuit in the first lap was very important. We knocked out so many then, and now we're returning to the place where all of those drivers knocked out. Look at the debris there, and we get to puncture as well, because so many front wing parts are just littered all over the track. Yuki Tsunoda, sadly we have to let him pass because our puncture is just so crazy. But now we're going to park up into the pits because the Mercedes and the Red Bull are coming out of the pits. Can we knock them out? Can we just block the pit lane? Valtteri Bottas comes. Oh, we knock him out. Where's he gone? Where's Valtteri Bottas gone? Where the hell is he? He just disappeared. And now we want to get Sergio Perez as well. We hit him, but sadly he gets through us here unharmed. But what the hell happened to Valtteri Bottas? He can see the view. He comes out to the pit lane. All is fine. Then he sees that we're parked there. He just crashes into us and he gets sent to the middle of the track. What the hell was that? And Sergio Perez just drives past us. I tried to knock him out as well, but that wasn't possible. But what the hell happened to Valtteri Bottas? I still don't get it. Here's the onboard camera of him. He comes speeding out of the pit lane, then he can't slow down, and he loses his tyre. Look, the tyre is right in front of him on the grass, and he's just parked on the middle of the circuit. That's so weird, this bug. Once again, another bug on this game. And now we want to knock out another driver, Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez, we push him into the wall as well. Just like we did Nikita Mazepin the previous lap. And Sergio Perez is out of the session as well. So here we see a replay on the crash with Sergio Perez. He comes through with pace, and then we just completely knock him into the barriers. Luckily, we didn't get knocked out because that was a big impact. Now we're here on lap 3 of this Grand Prix. We're passing, oh, we get another puncture. We passed all of this debris, and now for the second time, we have to enter the pits. And look how slow we're going with this puncture. This is really sad. So now we're here on lap 4, and Charles Leclerc's the next driver, the Ferrari driver, who's currently first. We're going to knock him out to first place. This is heartbreak for Ferrari and Charles Leclerc. We don't care. We're Lance Stroll, the home hero, who wants to win his home race here in Montreal in Canada. Here we see a replay. Charles Leclerc, who was first in the race comfortably after all of the drivers were knocked out. We push him into the wall, and he is knocked out as well. So now we're here on lap 4. There's only one driver remaining. It's Yuki Tsunoda, and yes, we knock him out! Yuki Tsunoda, the leader of the Grand Prix, is knocked out. And now every single AI driver is knocked out, with the only guy who's remained in this race, with the last man standing in F1 2021. Here we see the camera perspective. We just knock his front left tyre off. No chance for Yuki Tsunoda to survive. And with that, we've successfully completed the last man standing challenge. Here you can see the onboard of the Japanese driver Yuki Tsunoda. The only thing we now have to do is complete the laps, which the leader Yuki Tsunoda has done, and then we'll be first in this race, and then we can knock ourselves out as well. But all 20 drivers are DNF'd. So now we're coming past the place where we knocked out Charles Leclerc. We get past him, and now we're up into P2, and now we have to chase after Yuki Tsunoda. This is going to be easy. We knocked him out in the same lap as we did Charles Leclerc. We've got a purple first sector, so that shows our pace is definitely here. Now we're coming to the place where we knocked out Yuki Tsunoda. We'll gain the race lead as well. Yes, we do. Lance Stroll is the leader of the Canadian Grand Prix. What a story this is. He knocks out every single driver to win himself, and he'll knock himself out at the end of this lap. We're going to complete this lap and then knock ourselves out. We're coming to the place where we knocked out all of the drivers at the start. We're getting another puncture, our third puncture in this place. But we don't care. We will win the race. We will get the fastest lap as well, which is very strong. We crash into the wall. It's a DNF for Lance Stroll, and every single driver, 20 drivers DNF in the Canadian Grand Prix.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
A reliable car, that was the most important factor here. This was a real battle of attrition, and you could tell those at the front were trying to find a balance between running their outright pace and taking care of the car to reach the end.
So here you can see the race results. Sadly, we didn't get a podium, but it's been an incredible race. All 20 drivers DNF. We had some shock results as well. For example, Nikita Mazepin in 6th, Kimi Raikkonen in 7th, which is really strong. Of course, Lance Stroll won the race. All of the other drivers with him, everyone has got a DNF. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen only in P8 and 9. Our teammate Sebastian Vettel in 10th there, as you can see. And the first driver we knocked out today was Carlos Sainz on the first lap, of course. And now looking at the incidents, all of the DNFs were because of terminal damage, which was obvious as well. What a crazy race this has been. So if you enjoyed this F1 2021 Last Man Standing Challenge on the Henry's Gaming TV YouTube channel, then please make sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you guys next time.